Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to just 10 books remaining in this game for us to finish reading. Yeah, probably, I'm guessing this episode, or probably, no, definitely not this episode, but probably like the next episode, or at the very most, the episode after that, we should be completely done reading every book that the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion has to offer. I will say, when we do some of the other series now in the future, like when we do go to play, like Skyrim or Morrowind, obviously a lot of these books kind of repeat from game to game, so we won't have to read any of these books again, which will be good. So hopefully, when we do this in the future, in those games, we'll, I'll probably just end up tagging the books on at the end of videos when I go exploring, like I was intending to do, or like I did for a very long time in this game. Oh god. Huh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a bad spot. This is a bad spot. Ah. Come on. You settle. Can you settle? Oh god. Oh, that's just me jumping. Every time I jump, that's how long it takes for me to be up in the air. That's crazy. Maybe not, actually. Nah, I'm just forever free-falling. Okay. Can I travel while this is happening? Yes, okay. Alright. Oh, boy. Alright, that was weird. Yeah, so that, in the future, when we do play other games, this shouldn't be anywhere near as bad as it has been for this game. But hey, it is what it is. This is just the series that I will not ever let end for some goddamn reason. Nah. It's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. We're getting there. We're getting there. And then once this is done, we'll move on to some other games. Not quite sure what that'll be yet, but we'll figure that out. But anyway, we got 10 more books that we gotta try and finish. So let's jump into those. And where do we leave off? The Liturgy of Affliction. The Liturgy of Affliction. 11 pages. Ooh, decently long book. All right. The Liturgy of Affliction, a collection of the writings of Vexus Velruin, transcribed by Aeneas Gale. Dearest reader, the tome that you hold in your hand is a chronicle of pain, of torment, and of discovery. In these memoirs, I shall impart to you an autobiography of a foolish and failed attempt to achieve a great power. Walk with me as I break the bonds of propriety, throw off the restraints of the ancient laws of the arcane, and cast aside the bonds of magical ethics. For contained herein you shall find the dying words of Vexus Velruin. Let it be known to you, loyal reader, that I remain until my dying moment a student of Magicka, but no typical apprentice am I. I am one who has forged a unique path to the deeper understanding of the mechanics of Magicka. Through the infliction of destruction magic upon my own flesh, oh god, I have accomplished more than any student before me has. Oh boy, alright. It is by that folly that I come to you now, lucid as ever, fully alert in my faculties, and acutely cognizant of the sacrifices that I have made in my conquest. I have long since lost the capacity to feel any physical sensation beyond absolute agony. I become so accustomed to it, so detached from the feeling, that to me, pain is simply always there. You do not think of the air around you as a sensation, do you? How is it, you ask, that I came to be what I am? It began innocently enough. I was once a healer, one of the most promising students of the temple. Which one? It doesn't matter. I was eventually expelled. Fools. You see, we had a number of patients interred in our humble sanctuary who had been infected with the red fever. My attempts to use the magical arts to turn the disease on itself were less than successful in their early stages. For trying to find a cure, I was cast out. It was not long after my exile that I discovered the means to eradicate infection using the destructive energies of Magicka. In my explorations of the School of Destruction, I discovered that by pulling the elemental energies through my own body, I was able to increase the raw output of energy. God damn, dude, you're fucking crazy. From the experience of a lightning bolt surging through my own body, I was able to deepen my understanding of the raw forces of Magicka. At first, the pain was bearable. At first it was bearable? Jeez, okay. I directed only a minor amount of the energy back in towards myself. I learned to couple the destruction with restorative energies. It helped to abate the damage done to my body, but did nothing to stop the pain itself. As my tolerance for the pain increased, I began to channel more and more through my own body. My understanding of destruction outgrew my knowledge of restoration. While it could still lessen the damage, it could not stop it. My skin became charred and blackened. It dried, flaked off, and cracked. I stunk of cooked meat, oh jeez, but I could not resist the draw of more and more energy. Bro is genuinely fucking insane. I finally found out why this game offers you destruction spells on yourself. Just in case if you want to roleplay as this fucking guy. I became like a skooma fiend of the worst sort. I no longer used magic for any practical purpose. I simply sought out more and more energy. I relished the pain, anticipated the moment when the energy and the pain would wash over me as one, freezing my flesh, burning it beyond recognition. My skin became a network of scars, sores, lesions, and burns, but it was never enough. Never. I needed more. More pain. More power. Is that even power, bruh? That's not actually power. You're not gaining any power. You're just fucking killing yourself. I lost my sight. My eyes melted into boiling pools of humor, so hot that they left streaks of blistered skin as they ran down my face like burning tears. My right hand froze solid and shattered into 1,000 pieces when I carelessly bashed it against a door jam in terror. Once I realized what had happened, the bones of both my legs shattered outward like broken glass, shredding the flesh and muscle surrounding them. Well, this may sound like a fate of terrible consequence. Yeah, my dearest reader, I can assure you that you will never know what it is like to be a creature of flesh and bone like I have. You will never have the degree of knowledge of frailty of the flesh that I have grown to know. I achieved a level of understanding of magicka beyond that of the Grand Masters of the Guild, but that accomplished pales in comparison to the grander discoveries that this experience has bestowed upon me. Bro, you are the most insane fucker I think the Shivering Isles has ever produced. I kind of want to meet you. People like you think that pain is to be avoided, hidden from, feared. Through my suffering and the numbness that now robs me of the ability to feel it, I can say this to you. Pain is a simple factor of human existence. It affords us the opportunity to feel, to appreciate the temporary shell that our spirits occupy. Pain is the greatest gift that the gods have ever given mortal man. And now, as I tell you this story by way of a scribe, I am a stump of a man, wrapped in seeping bandages, never to know pleasure again. Even still, I have but one message to impart to you. Embrace what you are. Glory to Lord Sheogorath, for he has opened my eyes. Wow, that was the... Honestly, that might have been the darkest book I think we've ever read. That was something else, dude. That was genuinely something else. Holy shit. Wow, I don't even know what to say. That book was absolutely fucking insane. That's just pure, utter madness. Like the craziest madness imaginable. Oh my lord. The Living Woods. Oh, this is the book I was looking for before about the Gnarl. Whatever. The Gnarl is a creature of the forest like no other. Away from the walls of New Sheoth, they are called the Walking Trees. Gnarl are known for their affinity with the elements. If a Gnarl is struck by elemental forces of fire, frost, or shock, it uses that energy to grow stronger and larger. Fortunately, this effect only lasts for a short time. It is the will of Sheogorath that the Gnarl confuse and bewilder the unwary mage. To that end, it gains resistance to the elements it is struck with, but becomes weaker to the other two. Ah! No kidding, huh? That's really cool. Yeah, they get hit by whatever spell you hit them with first, they become weaker to everything else. Huh. That's a really cool ability. The Willy Mage will quickly switch between elemental spells to take advantages of this. Lesser wizards will suffer if they continue to use the same spell over and over. Huh, damn, alright. It's interesting to know. In recent years, there have been rumors of smiths that are able to use the amber sap extracted from gnarl to make sturdy armor and weapons. As of yet, this gossip has not been confirmed, but it's literally in New Shayatha, you can see this. More is not like they have a full statue of it, like a whole mannequin of it, whatever. More is not known about the gnarl than is known. No one has been able to determine the gender of gnarl, or if they even have them. Young or immature gnarl have never been seen. One academic suggested that gnarl are born full-formed from trees that are struck by lightning. This absurd suggestion has not been confirmed. Similarly, we have no knowledge of their diet or social habits. Presumably, they feed directly from the sun and earth like trees do. There are no reported cases of them communicating, even among each other. However, they do seem to have a truce of sorts with other woodland creatures such as the Ballywag and Elytra. Interesting. Alright. And here we go. The Predecessors. 9 pages. Alright. The Predecessors. Being an examination of the curious ruins of the Shivering Isles and their terrible significance for our future. By Yngvar the Wanderer. The ancient ruins that dot the countryside are a familiar sight to the inhabitants of the Shivering Isles, so familiar that their true significance has escaped notice of most, until now. I have recently uncovered the terrible secrets hidden in these ruins, and I will now share this secret with you. But be warned, this knowledge may be too much for some, as you will know the awful fate that lies in store for you, but will be powerless to do anything to prevent it. If you are strong enough of mind to withstand the psychic shock of having your grim future laid bare, read on. Oh boy. My interest in the ruins began with a simple observation. All the ruins visible on the surface appear to be of roughly the same age in architectural style. Who created these once mighty structures, and what happened to them? Further investigation revealed an even stranger truth. Although the ruins superficially all appear to derive from the same era, they are in fact of wildly differing ages. Many thousands of years separate the ruins of Sailarn, by far the oldest extant on the surface, despite its relatively well-maintained estate, from the ruins of Ebroka, which at almost 1,000 years old, is one of the youngest sites in the Isles. For those who would dismiss this conclusion, I invite you to visit the ruins and examine the evidence for yourselves. The depth of strata covering the buried portions of the structures, the weathering of the exposed stone, the growth of vegetation on and around the structures, etc. I have compiled the evidence in a separate monograph dating the predecessor ruins, shocking new evidence comprehensively explained, which is presently unpublished, though I will gladly make it available for those scholars wishing to delve further into the minute? Is that how you say minute? Oh boy, no, it's not. No, minute is just minute, I don't know. Minutu of this subject. Once I began to accurately establish the dates of the various ruins, a disturbing pattern emerged. The ruins fell into distinct periods, each period separated by exactly 1,000 years from the other, although Sailarn remains the exception, being many thousands of years older than the next oldest extant ruin, suggesting only that the ruins from many earlier eras, lie waiting to be discovered, or have been lost to the ravages of time. What could account for this process of destruction, repeating itself every 1,000 years without fail? The legend of the Grey March sprang immediately to mind. We've heard about the Grey March. We haven't actually learned about what the Grey March is, but we have heard the word when we were speaking with Sheagrath before. Maybe we'll learn about it a little bit right now. The legend of the Grey March sprang immediately to mind, that ancient tale of a vengeful god venting his wrath upon the land. What if it were more than a legend? What if it were the dimly remembered account of a real event? See, now all of a sudden I'm kind of wishing I had left this book for last. Whatever. I suddenly realized the significance of the dating of the most recent ruin that I had discovered, Abroka, which my tests proved to be about to be about 1,000 years old. Yes, dear reader, we can come to it at last. The cataclysm is upon us again. I have dated the ruins of Abroka to great accuracy. I know the very year of our doom. I refrain from publishing the exact date, as this knowledge is a terrible burden that I would not inflict on others. For a long time I hesitated from issuing even this general warning, fearful of inciting panic or despair. But I have concluded that it is better to have time to prepare for the end in whatever way one sees fit, than to have it thrust upon them unawares. I no longer doubt that the legend of the Grey March is based on historical events, and that the last days of our civilization will be terrible. The blasted and tumbled stones of the mighty cities of bygone eras are testament enough to that. But I find it strangely comforting to know that our end is already written in the stones of our predecessors, and that struggling against our doom is as pointless as shouting against the incoming tide. I hope that at least a few of my readers will find equal solace in this bleak foreknowledge. Damn. That would have been the absolute perfect book for us to have finished on and not to have read just now. But, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a little insight into what, into what's going to end up happening in the main storyline of the Shivering Isles. But, yeah, that's just a little knowledge for now. Anyway. Alright, let's see what is next on our list. The Prophet, Art, and Soul. Sure. Oh, The Prophet, Art, and Soul, Volume 2. Volume 2. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh my god, that stupid fucking book. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll probably just read a couple shorter books again. Yeah. We'll do the Standing Stones as well as Wabbajack really quick. The Standing Stones, by Anonymous. Any visitor to the Shivering Isles will soon come across the dreadful shape of a tall, crystalline stone looming over them like an accusing finger. Variously known as standing stones or obelisks, they cannot be avoided in traveling the Shivering Isles, no matter how hard you might try. This is probably going to be another book that we should have held on to, goddamn. There are many theories on the origin and purpose of these stones. Purpose? Can a stone have a purpose? Is it a sentient being, or an inanimate object? Is it listening to you, watching you, whispering to you? Some claim they are simply interesting geological formations. Not so, not so. They cannot be chipped or cracked or even scorched. Believe me, I've tried. Nothing harms them, although perhaps they still feel the blows. They seemed angry for a while. I sang to them, and that seemed to soothe them. I cannot say why. And if you've tried to dig one up, as I have, you know that they go down forever. Months I spent digging down, no matter how deep, there it was, still gleaming in the secret darkness beneath the earth. Interesting. They know the secrets, even those that are buried deep. I have spent many years trying to understand these stones. Avoiding doesn't work, as I said. They're everywhere, so try for understanding, as I have. What is the humming? What do the whispers mean? I love this writing style of just, in parentheses, just like random kind of frantic questions. I can't say that I know everything about them, but I have learned many things, some of which I can share with you. But I don't know what they want. Not yet. Perhaps if I knew what they wanted, I wouldn't be so afraid. They whisper secrets to me, but I promise not to tell. They know many secrets. They're always watching. They never sleep, not even at night, in the dark of the moon. I know they are older perhaps than the world itself. They have seen civilizations rise and fall, and they hate us. They are waiting for their master to return. They won't tell me who or when. If they hate me so, why do they tell me their secrets? Is it because they already know my secrets already? You may not believe me, most don't, but most have not spent the time that I have in trying to learn about these stones. I have spent days listening to their secret whispers and learning their language. They talk, you know. To each other, mostly, but now to me. At first it was just a humming, which you can hear if you lean against a stone and listen very closely. Yes, we have heard that humming before, actually. It may take hours or days, but you will hear them, and once you hear the voice of the standing stones, you will never be able to shut it out. Alright, another book that we should have kept for later. Oh, boy, man. We are just reading all the stuff that we should have kept for later, huh? Oh, boy, that's alright. You'll just have to keep all this stuff in mind, alright? You'll have to keep in mind all of the stuff that we have ever read for all of the, I don't know, this is just all of the Elder Scrolls lore that you will ever need to know. Alright, Wabbajack, and then we'll end it on the Wabbajack for today. Wabbajack, little boys shouldn't summon up the forces of eternal darkness unless they have an adult supervising. I know, but on that sunny night on the 5th of First Seed, I didn't want an adult. I wanted Hermaeus Mora, the Daedra of knowledge, learning gums, and varnishes. You see, I was told by a beautiful, large-breasted man, who lived under the library in my hometown, that the 5th of First Seed was Hermaeus Mora's night. And if I wanted the Agma Infinium, the Book of Knowledge, I had to summon him. When you're the new King of Solitude, every bit of knowledge helps. Normally, you need a Witch's Coven, or a Mage's Guild, or at least matching pillowcase and sheets to invoke a Prince of Oblivion. Bro, what? The man under the library showed me how to do it myself. He told me to wait until the storm was at its height before shaving the cat. Oh, God. I've forgotten the rest of the ceremony. It doesn't matter. Someone appeared who I thought was Hermaeus Mora. The only thing that made me somewhat suspicious was Hermaeus Mora, from what I read, was a big, blobby, multi-eyed, clawed monstrosity, and this guy looked like a waistcoated banker. Also, he kept calling himself Sheogorath, not Hermaeus Mora. Yeah, obviously not the same dude, my guy. Still, I was so happy to have successfully summoned Hermaeus Mora. These inconsistencies did not bother me. He had me do some things that didn't make any sense to me, beyond the mortal scope, breadth, and ken, I suppose. And then his servant happily gave me something he called the Wabbajack. Wabbajack. Maybe the Wabbajack is the Book of Knowledge. Maybe I'm smarter than I know cats can be bats and... What? Maybe I'm smarter because I know cats can be bats, can be rats, can be hats, can be gnats, can be thats, can be thises. And that doors can be bores, can be snores, can be floors, can be roars, and can be spores, can be yours, can be mine. I must be smart, for the interconnective system is very clear to me. Then why, or wherefore, do people keep calling me mad? Wabbajack. Goddamn! What a book! What a book! This man just he wanted knowledge, and well, he definitely did not gain the knowledge that he was looking for. All right, that leads us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. I think at least 2 of them are like 20 pages long, so perhaps we should read at least another one more, huh? 9 pages, I'll call that. That's not one that we need. Prophet, Art, and Soul, 7 pages. Predecessors, we already read that. Living Wood. Yeah. I see. I left all of the longer books, so yeah, we'll probably have another 2 more days reading. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, we got 1 more week of reading books. Another 2 more days, 2 more videos. So yeah, we're getting there. Speak quickly, blessings, yeah. With that, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, and goodbye.
I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope without you. Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope